Hello friends, welcome back to Cosmopolitan Cornbread. So you may recall that we had a whole bunch of trees taken down by a tree service. Well, as it turns out, the utility company has been in the area, or one of their contractors has been in the area cutting down trees. And our property is actually sort of divided by a road, in that we own a little bit across the street as well. And it's really just this open area that's underneath the power lines for our road. And I was thinking a while back, I was like, you know, it would be nice if we could just take the tractor, mow all this stuff down, and turn it into an area for some animals to graze in. Well, guess what? Not long after that, the contractors came through, cleared it all out, took down a whole bunch of trees, and now we've got a great big wide open area. So this whole area over here, there's a fence line back there, but all of this down through here and all the way down through there, and I believe actually just past the creek, is also considered part of our property. Our property line goes from the house up over there, across the road, and to that fence line. And so I'd have to measure it, but this is a good little area that we could fence in, and I would like to seed it with some pasture grasses, maybe some rye, you know, just some mix of stuff. Seed it and let some stuff grow. And I think this would be a great area to put some animals in. Not more animals, just already existing animals. But the tree workers who are here have been, you know, clearing under the power lines and all this. And last night they came by and said that today they would be coming to work on stuff over there by the garden. Well, I talked with the gentleman, and there was a particular tree that they were definitely, well, there were several trees that they were wanting to cut, but there was a particular tree that I was interested in having them cut, because it was one I was considering paying somebody to come take down. Well, the company that did it for us before. And it was this gigantic oak tree that didn't look terribly healthy. It was leaning towards the garden, towards the power line, and every time we had a big storm, there were pieces of it falling off. And so he went ahead and marked it, and they took that tree down, which means it will give me even more light from my garden. So that is a win-win. So they took that great big oak tree down at that end of the garden. It was a great big red oak, and we had white oak at the other end. But when they came out today, they started with trimming the trees around the lines themselves. And as they were cutting down the limbs and all that stuff, they were throwing them into the chipper truck. And I went out and I spoke with one of the gentlemen. I said, let me ask you a question. He goes, okay. I said, what are you going to do with all that stuff inside that truck right there? He said, all the wood chips? I said, yeah. He said, oh, we'll haul them off and dump them. I said, you want to dump them here? And he said, what do you mean? I said, I've been trying to get a hold of wood chips for about 7 years, and I have never had any luck. He's like, really? I said, yeah, there's this website called Chip Drop. And it's just people putting in their address and trying to get people like you to come and drop all the contents of those trucks in their yard. He's like, you're kidding me. So, in a little clearing over there across the road, they're going to go ahead and empty out that truck when it gets full. And I told them, as long as you're working on this road and you've got that truck that needs to be dumped, you can dump them all right there. So we are finally, Willow Bean, we're finally going to get some wood chips.
Huh?
Huh? Huh? All right, you ready? Let's go. You ready? All right, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on. Where are we going? We going for a walk? I think your sleeves are a little long. We might need to roll those up. Here, you want me to roll your sleeves up? Here, let's roll those up a little bit. Here, you see the other hand. Hold still, wiggle worm. Okay, let's go. There you go, hold my hand. Woo, look at you, big girl. Go down here by the garden. Come on, let's go down here by the garden. All right, so we've got a great big mess of sorts here to clean up, but I'm very happy to have it. So as you can see, I've started working on the garden beds, but I'm kind of playing around with the idea of, do I work these beds so that they're all completely level and basically terraced, or do I just work with the fact that there is a slight slope here? I'm kind of leaning towards just working with the slope because I think it's just going to be a major pain to try and get these beds completely level. Plus, the slope that is in the beds, it's not severe, and so I think it'll be just fine. So I'm going to be pulling the rocks out from under the boards because I had worked on trying to get them level. I do have to bring a shovel out here though and dig underneath this board, under this side of the bed, because as you can see, there's a hump right there and it's holding the side of it up. So I need to dig that out right there and get that down in there. And I'll need to do the same over here a little bit. What I should have done, you gonna pound those down for me? What I should have done is dug that out with the tractor. Actually, I may do that this week. Pull these boards out and put my tractor to use. What do you think, Dean? So this one right here looks really good. And again, it's working with the slope. I didn't focus on getting all of the boards level, or the sides level. Same with this one. And I had a couple extra blocks, and so I just kind of set them there on top. But that's really not a huge slope. And so I really don't think I need to focus on getting it completely level. I think this will work. So we've got 4 beds. This is going to be the beginning of the garden. My plan, Lord willing, is every year to add 2 additional beds and eventually fill in this entire area with raised beds. Yeah, I see. Oh, I know. You see the swing. You want to go to the swing? Okay, let's go to the swing. Come on. Here. Careful. Here, you want to get up? You want to get up? Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh boy. So, as I was saying, the plan... Now, where are you going? Oh, you going to say hi to everybody? Say hi. Say hi. So the plan for the garden area is we're starting off with the 4 raised beds, and they are 4 feet by 10 feet long. Actually slightly bigger because the blocks actually add a couple of inches. And so we're starting off with the 4 beds. I do have the stone beds that were here already, previously built. And so tomorrow I'm going to come out here. I'm going to work on getting all of these beds nice and flush with the ground. And then I've got to work on getting some soil. I think I found a place in Fort Smith that has bulk soil, so I'm going to give them a call in the morning and see what they've got. If you are in Northwest Arkansas, the Fort Smith area, and you know of a good source for bulk soil that can be used for gardens, you know, garden soil, etc., raised bed soil. I'm not talking about the bags like you would get at Lowe's or Home Depot, which I have used in the past. I need scoops of bulk soil. If you know of a source, please leave that in the comments down below, because, you know, I'm still new to Arkansas and I don't know all the things yet. You want to go climb? Okay. So we actually are considering turning this giant tree... Oh, you lost a shoe. Hold on, sit down. Turning this giant tree stump into some sort of piece of play equipment for her. Because when I fence in this garden area, the fencing is going to go down here and around where all of these stacks of wood are. And so this stump will be inside the garden fence. And I think it would be a great, I think it would be great fun to turn this maybe into a slide. Maybe put some steps going up it. Maybe build a little platform. And then get a slide to go down it. I think she would actually... I think she'd have an absolute blast with it. Wouldn't ya? Wouldn't ya? Hmm? Wouldn't ya? Of course, if we do a platform, we'll have to do a railing on the back side of it, because there is a stone bench right there. And I definitely wouldn't want her falling on it, would I? Hmm? You having fun? Yeah. Yeah, I see. There's water down there. All right, come here. Come on. I don't think you can move that baby. Hmm? I don't think you can pick that up. Oh! That ain't moving, honey. Oma can't move that. We're going to have to take a chainsaw to it. And the other thing that I'm going to be doing is, I think I may finally start my seeds. I'm not going to be doing a ton, because again, we just have the 4 raised beds. But I'm going to start some. And I had actually even contemplated not starting seeds at all and just buying starts this year, just making my life easy. But, you know, I've got that greenhouse and I've got lots of seeds. And so I think I'm going to go ahead and start some probably this week. At the very least, I'll be going through my seeds and deciding what I do want to start. So I'm very excited. You know, last year I did plant a garden, but it wasn't for me. It was for the people that bought our home. The year before that, I didn't garden at all because it was a rest year for me. And so this year we're going to try and get started, Bean. Aren't we? Little Miss Sawdust Girl. Yeah, it's all over. That's okay. It's just sawdust. It don't hurt nothing. With that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Somebody's hands are getting mighty cold. So we're going to go in and warm up. So thanks for joining us here at the homestead. And Lord willing, we'll see you again soon.